Hi, good morning, writers. Today we are learning fiction writers include chapters, and we are going to focus on writing a beginning chapter. So, what does chapter mean? Chapter means one part in your whole story. 那 chapter 的意思呢，是和部分一个部分 part 其实是很像的。那你把故事呢分成3个 chapter，其实也是指你把故事分成开始、中间和结果3个部分。OK？For example, you might read this realistic fiction story before, Henry and Merge and the Happy Cat. When you open the second page, you will see the content table. The author breaks her story into 3 parts. We can also say she breaks this story into 3 chapters. Usually these 3 chapters include beginning part, middle part, and the ending part. Also in this story, the author makes a title. She makes a name for each part. For example, the beginning part's title is What is it? And the middle part's title is A Good Mother. And the ending chapter's title is A Surprise. Now, let's read a couple pages of this book from the beginning, okay? What is it? One night, Henry and Henry's father and Henry's big dog Merge were watching TV. Suddenly, Merge ran to the door and barked. We know this story already. The visitor outside is a cat. The author make a title, What is it? For her beginning chapter. It really can catch readers' attention and makes reader like to keep reading this story, right? So writers, today I want to teach you that fiction writers often divide their story into chapters. One way they do this is to break their story into 3 parts: beginning parts, middle parts, and end part. For realistic story writing, we can also call these 3 parts introduction part, problem part, and solution. And we are going to review how to write a better introduction today. 那我们今天要学习写故事呢，可以分成3个不同的章节，就是3个不同的 chapter， 也就是不同的部分。那我们今天主要来学怎样写好第1个部分，故事的开头。那今天我们只要写开头哈，那明天你们会写第2个部分 ，OK？ Now let's read a writing sample together. It's a sample of introduction, okay? One cloudy day, Wiley was on the way home from Grandma's house. She lived in the county. Woof woof. All of a sudden, she heard some weird sounds. Wiley looked around, and then she found a little newborn puppy behind a big rock. This puppy looked so afraid. Wiley said to herself, "It's going to rain soon. I don't want this puppy to get hurt." Alright, writers, you might saw this checklist last week, right? Today we will use the same checklist to make sure you have everything in your beginning part, okay? Number 1. Describe the setting. Do you tell your reader when and where did the story happen? You also need to take a little bit, talk a little bit about the character's background. Who is the character? 那故事的开始呢，你要说明，这个故事，在哪里发生，在什么时候发生，你还要稍微介绍一下你的角色，你里面的人物是谁，对不对？ 你看一下我故事里面我有 one cloudy day, and I introduce who is Violet, and she lived in the county, right? And I also talk about where it happens. It happens on the way while they go home from grandma's house. Number 2, try to use some sound words to make readers curious. For example, in the sample writing, the puppy makes woof woof, right? You can write it down with a quotation mark. 那我们用一些描述声音的词呢，这样会让你的故事开头更加的精彩。比如说小狗的叫声、小鸟的叫声，甚至是关门，砰，关门的声音，对不对？ Number 3, dialogue is very important in your story writing. You have to make your characters talk. In this sample, where is the dialogue? Where's the dialogue? Yes, here. It's going to rain soon. I don't want this puppy to get hurt. And please don't forget the quotation marks, okay, between the talking sentence. Number 4, feelings. You can describe any animals, any character's feeling in your story. In this writing sample, where can you find the feeling words? Where? Where is it? Yes, the puppy looks so afraid. Also, Wiley talked to herself. Right? She talked to herself. We can tell she's very worried about this puppy. And number 5, what is your character doing? What is your character doing right now? I think my character in this story has many movement in the beginning parts. Let's take a look. Like she heard something, right? And she looked around and then she found a little puppy. These are all action words, right? These are all actions in my character makes in this introduction part. Also the last. When you finish your introduction, don't forget to make a title for your beginning part. For example, I make Find It as a title for my introduction because my character finds a puppy at the beginning, right? Now it's your turn. Let's start a new realistic fiction story writing today. Plan your story into 3 parts, which are beginning, middle, and end. And then write down the beginning part. Remember, we only work on our introduction part today. 那我们今天的作业呢，是重新写一篇人物的故事，重新写一个故事，一个新的。先想一下怎么写，要怎么分成3个部分。但是呢，今天我们只写第一个部分哈，只写第一个 beginning 故事的开始。那不要忘记了给你的第一部分起一个题目或者名字，作为一个开头，起一个名字，起一个 title，OK？ And don't forget, come back to watch your video and to check all the 5 important items for a good introduction. Right here, the 5 important items to make sure you have a good introduction, okay? Now let's get to work. Enjoy your writing.